Are you just fed up of being stopped out of your trades just to see your perfectly executed idea go 500 pips in your initial direction? Let's be honest, we've all felt this, and in today's video, we're diving into a powerful indicator that could change this for you, and it could revolutionize your trading game. I'm talking about the average true range indicator. Hi everyone, Connor Woods here, market coach at Forex Signals and howtotrade.com. If you've ever wondered how to set effective stop losses to protect your trades properly, then you're in the right place. Stick around for this video as I unravel the secrets behind using the ATR indicator for precision in risk management. But before we jump in, do make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn those notifications on so you never miss out on our latest videos. Anyway, let's get started. So what is the average true range indicator? Also known as the ATR, the average true range indicator, is an indicator that measures market volatility and was developed by a man called J. Wells Wilder Jr. It's used in technical analysis and shows how much an asset's price moves on average during a given time frame. The higher the ATR value, the more volatility in the asset at that time, and therefore the wider ranges in the price from high to low that are expected. The secret sauce though to using the ATR properly is to incorporate it into your stop loss placement strategy. Let me show you exactly what I mean now. Setting this indicator up is the first thing we're going to do, and it's really simple. If you head over to TradingView and you go on to indicators at the top here and you type in ATR, we want this one here that says average true range, and it populates at the bottom of your chart just like this. Okay, that's great. We've now got the ATR set up, but what does this line and these figures actually mean? First of all, we can see on the bottom left-hand side here, it says ATR 14. That 14 is just the standard period of the range. So it's analyzing the previous 14 candles, depending on what time frame you're on. So at the moment, I'm on the daily time frame. So it's for the previous 14 days. We can change this if you like, but we can keep the standard setting just for ease. That's what I tend to use anyway. And also you might want to make this line a little bit bigger, maybe in a brighter color, maybe this nice blue color here, so it's easier to see. Okay, now what does these figures actually mean? First of all, we get this figure on the right hand side, and let's look at the current figure right now. So the current ATR figure is 1.88. Now essentially what that means is that the expected daily range of oil prices, because we're on the oil chart right now, is around $1.88. So we're expected to move around $1.88. Now this is an average range. It can go further or it can be shorter. This is just the average. Therefore, if we had a stop loss on our trade $1.88 away from the current price, we're less likely to get stopped out. Now the typical rule here and how we set our trailing stop loss is that we want to set our stop loss 1.5 times the current ATR rate. So as of right now, let's use the example right now. The current ATR rate is 1.88. If we times that by 1.5, we get 2.82. Therefore, we should be having our stop loss $2.82 away from the current price to be safe, or as safe as we can, by not being stopped out. We can go back at any time and we can see, we can analyze it at any time, and we can change that each day. Each time we get a new candle and a new ATR figure, we move that stop loss. And you can actually see as well that the higher ATR figure we get, the increased volatility. Look at that huge spike higher there. And it just helps us not to get stopped out. This is during the COVID time. When COVID kicked in, look at the huge spike in the ATR. So the way this would look, because let's say, for example, we were long at the current price right now, just move that out of the way, we'd want to make sure our stop loss was at least $2.82 away. So what's that, 78.8? So you would want to go down to around 76.2. And that's where our stop loss would likely be. Now this doesn't actually work all the time, of course, and it is much better for stop loss placement, so you need to add it as an addition to your current strategy. But there is a really exciting and a much better ATR indicator which we can use, which actually does all this for you, because this is all very automated at the moment, and obviously we don't actually want that. Now, let me show you exactly what that is. If I get rid of this, we can get rid of all of this manual working out and multiplying each day. And if you go onto the indicators and you type in average true range, you'll see this one here that says average true range trailing stops colored. I want you to add this one. You can see I did already have it on the chart itself. Now what's fantastic about this one, and we can minimize this, is that it sets up on our price and it literally tells us where to have our trailing stop loss as per the trailing stop strategy by H. Potter. Now, if we double click on this, but again, we can actually I want to make these lines a bit thicker because they can be quite difficult to actually read. So we're going to make all of these a bit thicker. 2. There we go. Press OK, and it's a lot easier to see now. And we can change the colors if you want as well. Now, what this has done for us, and you can see the settings as well if you want to. You can see that they're using an ATR period of 5 and a multiplier of 3.5. This is just part of this strategy, and I've used it before, and it has worked really, really well. What this means is that, as you can see, we're currently, bullish in price action, and what we'd want is our stop loss at each time. Say, for example, we were long. We want our stop loss to be on or below this green line here. And we can follow, and it allows us to follow that trend all the way. So each time, let's say, for example, our trade looked like this. Each time we got entered into that trade, and each time this ATR moved, we move our stop loss up with it. And we keep trailing that stop loss and changing it as per here. Now this is the bullish example. Of course you could, for example, have been short the market up here, for example. Your stop loss might have been, I don't know, something like this. You might have been short with a stop loss at this candle, looking to catch on to a really nice trend. You got stopped out here, but if you actually had listened and had this indicator on, you could have put your stop loss, your trailing stop loss, on or above this red line and followed that all the way down and actually managed to catch on to a move lower in oil until we get the point where we're stopped out here, which obviously when we get that crossover of an 18% move lower in oil, we could have caught onto that full trend just by using this ATR trailing stop strategy. Now you can have a look and see it on any of the markets. It will stay on all of your charts no matter what chart you go on. So for example, if you was long on GU here, you put that stop loss and move that stop loss according to this strategy here. Or if you were short, you'd have your stop loss above or on the red line here, and you can just follow that. So no, it doesn't give you the entry, but what it does is it allows you to, if you're looking to catch on to a bigger trend, so for example on a daily or a 4-hour or an hourly time frame, or even higher, weekly or monthly, you can actually catch on to huge moves, and you'll only be stopped out once we get that crossover from red to green or green to red. And there you have it, a deep dive into using the average true range indicator to set smart and strategic stop losses in your trades. Remember, this isn't a total strategy on its own, but it's something you can incorporate into your existing strategy to give you more of an edge. If you have found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And also, if you are looking for a broker to test this indicator out, feel free to check out Switch Markets, our partner broker who sponsors our one-to-one sessions and daily streams in the trading room. The links are all in the description. Until then, trade well, and we'll see you soon.